Hashtag Bjurgfact. Warning, the views expressed
in Bjurgfacts do not reflect the views of Rye, Bjurgsen, TSM, or any other people mentioned, including Lubu. The recent Bjurgfacts may lead to serious injury.
And others. What's going on, guys? Chef Lubu here at Battle and Brew with another episode of Cooking with Lubu. Today we are making the Bjurgsen Bjurgerson. It is a special dish I've prepared for Bjurgsen, the mid player for Team Solo Mid, TSM. Shout out to Reggie, who I got to meet the other weekend as well. It was awesome. So we're going to be getting into this dish. It is a Denmark, Danish cuisine inspired burger. So a little bit of America, a little bit of Denmark, a lot of LCS. So we're going to be putting that together. I'm going to show you how to do it and all the ingredients you need to get it done. So let's get into that. It's going to be amazing. Let's go. So the first thing we're going to be making is the apple onion relish that's going to go on the burger. So I've got roughly 2/3 of an apple diced, half of a large white onion. I've got a cup of raisins and a little bit of apple chutney to mix in to kind of loosens it up. I've got about 2 tablespoons of garlic and roughly 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I also have some Mammoth Cheddar, cumin, cinnamon, and some other ingredients that we're going to be putting together here in a moment that will also go on the burger. So we're going to take some olive oil, just a little bit, because the first thing we want to do is caramelize the onions. So I'm just going to put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, and I'm going to take my onions, I'm going to put my onions in there. You're going to be wanting to look for the browning of the onions, and you're going to be able to smell them as they caramelize. Hashtag Bjurgfact. Did you know that Bjurgsen, before each match, eats a whole baby alive? So you see the onions are starting to get translucent. You can start to smell a little sweetness from them. We're going to start to roast that garlic in with these onions, and you're going to get the most delicious smell coming from your skillet right here. This is just going to man, this is going to blow your mind. This is going to be so good. You're going to look at these apples and be like, are those delicious apples? Because this is delicious. How about them apples? You can't call no grown man delicious. Hashtag Bjurgfact. Bjurgsen and Dyrus routinely fight to the death. And then Reggie resurrects one with ancient rituals, like in that Game of Thrones show. But you're just going to get that great garlic smell, that onions cooking smell, that olive oil smell. It's going to smell so good. People are going to come over to your house and be like, dude, my house is on fire. Can you go check on that? I'll watch your food for you. And then they're going to steal all your food. And maybe your baby, because they're secretly dingoes. When Reginald was 12, he split himself into 2 parts like Kami from Dragon Ball Z, and that's how Dan Den got made. Y'all can probably hear that sizzle through the microphone. That is the best sound on earth. You can't go wrong with a good sizzle for shizzle. What I've got here is a salt and pepper seasoned burger. Just a nice grass-fed beef. I got it at the local farmer's market. I always recommend going to the farmer's market, go local, buy local. Did you know that Team Solo Mid was founded in 1931 to help combat the Nazis? Reggie's immortal. The reason I chose Bjurgerson for a special is that I think he's got really a great personality. Every interaction with him on Twitter that I've seen from the fans, when I see the interviews with him, I think he's got the right attitude. I think he's got the right personality for the LCS. And for esports as a whole. I think he's a great person to have at the forefront. You should always have a good attitude. Don't be a BM. You don't make friends being a dick. So the reason that I went with the apple onion relish is because in Denmark, they're very big on fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. Their cuisine is heavily centered around a very healthy diet of a lot of GMO-free, pesticide-free fruits and veggies. They eat very healthfully over there. That's why people like Bjurgsen and Deficio look so thin and young, and you know, they're eating good. They eat really good. So I got my apples. Those are cooking. I'm gonna add some raisins. The raisins are awesome. They give it a lot of texture. If you don't like raisins, you know, I recommend substituting with like cranberries or something like that. You can use golden raisins too. Golden raisins are good. I just happen to have perp raisins. I got them perp raisins sitting in the little boxes like I'm a child. I'm gonna add just a little bit of sugar. A lot of the best restaurants in Denmark are Michelin star restaurants, which means they're at the top of the food chain for restaurants, and they've really exploded in the last 10 years in that regard. And so they enjoy, as a country, a very smaller country than us, they enjoy an incredibly high percentage of really amazing restaurants, which is awesome. I'm super jealous. I'm gonna take a little bit of the cumin, throw shit everywhere, and I'm gonna add some cinnamon. It's gonna give it a nice flavor. Did you know that Denmark is actually the home of Godzilla? The Japanese stole him in 1936. Now you know. So now that that is nice and browning, we're gonna add just a little bit of apple chutney, kind of to sauce it up a little bit more. You can buy an apple chutney at like a, you know, like a grocery mart, or like probably a nicer grocery mart, I guess. The reason it's called ground beef is because cows originally evolved from legless snake dinosaurs. Probably not true. I probably made that up. Sorry. I got my bacon. I've got a Mammoth Cheddar. This is Mammoth Cheddar, so called because of its distinct flavors. It's very medium bodied, but it's great, thick cheese, thick cheddar. What I need is the bun. So you can see that I've actually plated the burger on a cheese Danish. So I have the American burger, the Mammoth Cheddar, the apple and onion relish, all on a cheese Danish. This is the richest burger you'll ever have. It is a meal fit for a king. It's a meal fit for Bjurgsen. It's the Bjurgsen Bjurgerson. And you can get it here at Battle & Brew for a very limited time. By the time this airs, it's probably already gone. We've probably already sold out of it. But we do these food specials every Friday, so please come in and check us out here in Atlanta, Georgia at Battle & Brew. This is Cooking with Lubu. I'm Lubu, and I'll see y'all later. If you like this video, click like. If you want to see more videos like this, you can go and check out all my videos on my page, or you can come to Battle & Brew in person and eat here, or you can subscribe and see all the new videos as they come out. We always appreciate new subscribers. I am Chef Lubu here in Battle & Brew in Marietta, Georgia. This is the Bjurgsen Bjurgerson, and I'll see y'all later.